today is October 28th, exactly 1 week before the election. The last egg I did, a political egg, The Edge of Chaos, was done just at the time of the convention of the Republicans 7 weeks ago. And my idea now is to expand on that and add John Cage to the mix, because if we're talking about the edge of chaos, John Cage has thought more about chaos than anybody that I ever met. When the interesting thing that I think is that McCain might have, probably has, slipped over that edge of chaos into this black hole and cannot ever get out of it. Whereas Obama, all this time, has been skirting along right on the edge, which is the creative place. And in that zone, in and out of that zone, but being cautious as he gets close to the edge of it. And I wanted to illustrate that with this, something of John Cage's, which I think a lot of people think Cage was just anything goes kind of guy, but that really wasn't the case. And in this particular print series, and it also turned into drawings and watercolors and music pieces, he was drawing around stones. And in this case, you can see this is practice sheet. And you can see that this is all the same stone here. This is the different one that's part of my point, that this kind of skirting up to the edge of chaos isn't abrupt, and it isn't devil-may-care, it isn't maverick. It's very cautious in a way, testing and seeing how to do it. This little stone here, this is the actual one that was used for the image. You can see he tried it twice before. He figured out how he wanted to approach it and then ended up with that one. Now here's an example of one of the finished pieces. And Cage started out with this with the 15 stones that are in the Ryoenji Garden in Japan. And then he thought it didn't look finished when there were only 15 marks and stones, circles in there. So he went on to square that. So he made 225 drawings for this sheet. Then he continued on and decided he would do it to the third power, which employed 3,375 drawings. I think this gets pretty close to chaos, but it's right up there on the edge, and it is extremely creative. Now, my point here, actually, in terms of it being politics, is that kind of careful planning is in a chaos that may come, I think will do us service well. And I hope that in the next 7 days we'll have a truly transformational president. I'm sure that John Cage from his grave will be cheering him on.